Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'll take you through my training week, including my best interval session in a while and a tempo session at Conkers parkrun at the weekend. It is now Tuesday and I'm out on my interval session. So what have we got in store for today? So with my intervals since Valencia Marathon, I've built these up from a 3-minute interval, doing 6 of these. I built up to 6 by 4 minutes. I'm going to do a bit of a longer interval, but cut down on the repetitions today. So I think it'll be around 5 minutes this interval. I'm going by the distance of how long this loop is, which from my past experience I found it's about 0.8 of a mile, which yeah, I'm probably going to be around that 5-minute mark for the interval. And this time I'm going to be taking static recoveries at the end of the interval. It's probably going to be around 90 seconds for this recovery. I think it's good to mix up the focus of the sessions as well. So where I have been guilty in the past is focusing on either just the distance or the time and getting stuck knowing how comfortable I'd be doing that 6 for 3 minutes, for example, or doing a 800 meter rep. So if I keep mixing it up, keeping my body guessing and keeping me interested. So to measure my effort on this section, what I'll be using is my rate of perceived exertion, so my RPE. So that's how I'm feeling, how I'm breathing, how my body's feeling, and how I'm going to go into that rep. So I will look at pace as well. So I'd like to have a minimum of 6:30 per rep, but that's not my main focus. It will be focusing on that effort. Off we go on rep number 2. There we go, that's the second rep done. So I'm halfway through my session now of 4 lots of roughly 5-minute reps, and I'm coming in just over that 5 minutes. So quite a good prediction really. It's about 0.82 of a mile this loop. Lovely surface to run on, that compacted sort of gravel path. Nice stuff. We'll be on to the next rep soon. Quite happy to have had the 90 seconds static recovery. I feel this helps a lot better than a jog recovery, getting more rest in and be able to hit the quality within the workout. So my times have been under 6:20 for the first 2. So I'll try and hold this, if not increase it for the next 2. It's now rep 3 underway. So that's the end of rep 3, just 1 rep to go, and I was thinking after that first rep, but 90 seconds felt like a long time for my static recovery. I was thinking, do I nip and go early on 60 seconds, but I'm glad I'm having that full 90 seconds because now breathing just that bit heavier on that rep, and it's going to be a struggle to try and keep the same sort of pace for this last one. So I'll stick with it, go for that last one, let's get it done. There we go, rep 4, let's get it. So that's the session done, 4 by roughly 5 minutes, roughly 0.8-ish of a mile. So that felt good, really positive session. So I've upped that interval to about 5 minutes now from 3 minutes, and the pace has actually got quicker. I know we're comparing apples and oranges there because I had jog recoveries on the previous 2 sessions and now I've had static, but I think it is a really good positive sign that I'm getting down to the low 6-minute miles again. In terms of recovery, I did jog straight into that recovery, so the same thinking behind it as your warm-up, that you warm up gradually. In your cool down, you should cool down that heart rate gradually. So my cool down jog is getting slower and slower and will be a walk by the time I get to mine. Good morning and welcome back. It's now Saturday morning and I'm on my warm-up to parkrun. So I've got a lovely route through the woods. It's mainly trail based all the way until I get to parkrun, and then the parkrun is
on a trail too, so should be a bit softer on my joints and legs today. So before I go into what we're doing today, a quick roundup of the rest of the training this week. So starting with Wednesday, I had that as a full day off, so I've not had a full day off for a bit. I ran most days last week, and it was just one of those that I was in the office, I'd got a massage booked and I was busy that evening, so it made sense just to not try and cram a run in that day and take advantage of the recovery. So that's what I did. I then got back to, I did 2 runs on Thursday. So the first was a very short 5k in the morning, just to sort of get up, wake up, shake my legs out. I've been finding that double running, 2 sort of shorter runs a day has really been helping me get out, get in a routine and help my recovery whilst building my mileage up. So why I say it's helping my recovery, I say this, that me doing 2 5-mile runs in a day, for example, I'm recovering a lot better from than when I'm doing 1 big 10-mile run. So that's where the thinking is on that one. So I want to get back into a good running routine, and for me, I found that doing sessions on a Tuesday and a Thursday is a good routine for me. And at the moment I'm only doing 1 session a week, so to bridge this gap, I ran a bit quicker this Thursday. So this Thursday's run was with Sam. It was about just under 7:30's pace, which isn't all that quick, but for me, coming from just running 8-minute miles and then sub-7s on maybe my intervals, it was a bit of a step up for me and felt more like a steady kind of tempo kind of run. On Friday I then ran an easy run, so it's about 6.5 miles. I did a little bit of that with Robbie in the middle, and that legs felt pretty fresh. And going into today now with the sort of park run kind of session. So the aim of today for me is just to have a bit of a harder run, so I'm not bothered about time, pace. I just want to run a good solid 20-ish minute effort. So what better place to come with people there with company at park run. I can have a 3-mile warm up, bit of a park run, 3-mile effort, and then 3 mile back home. So I've got the best part of 9 to 10 miles in today, as I look to then do a longer run tomorrow and build me up to, should be clocking over 60 miles this week. Morning, Paul. Hold on, mate. Morning. 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 Thank you. Cheers. Come on then. Thank you. On the way back from parkrun now, so honestly I found that a lot tougher than I expected. So I did find that I set off at a pace that an effort that I thought was fairly comfortable in the first mile, but getting on towards the end of that first mile, as soon as I hit the hill, I did break up my rhythm. Never really got it back from there, to be honest. So my splits did go from about 6:30 to nearly 7 to over 7. So yeah, not the ideal session, but at least it does give me a line in the sand where I am, those kind of paces that I can do for that tempo, and it's something to work on as I try and get back under that 20-minute mark for the 5k.
Sunday's run was again a really positive run. So this was a 14-mile long run that I did with Robbie, and we seemed to experience all kinds of the weather within this run. We started off, it was sunny, then it sort of clouded over and became very dark for a while. We got some hail, and then within about 10 minutes it was sunny again. So it was quite a good run. We braved the elements and quite a hilly route with over 600 foot of elevation in this only sort of half marathon distance. So yeah, positive to get over that half marathon distance again. Got 14 miles in, and it leaves me on a weekly mileage of 63 miles, which is the longest I've done in quite a while. And building on the back of last week's 59 or 60 miles, it's a good sign that things are moving in the right direction. So the plan from here on in is to hold that mileage at roughly the same amount, maybe increase it slightly, but it is Christmas week next week, of course, so routine can be a little bit over the place. Hopefully get out for a bit more running though, with having a few more days off. So yeah, that's the plan. I obviously enjoy Christmas, but I'll look to try and get 1 or 2 sessions in this week too, and keep up that training, so it'll put me in good stead going into the new year. I wish you all a happy Christmas. Keep up your great running, and thanks for your support on the channel so far this year, particularly in the build up to Valencia Marathon. Have a great Christmas and see you next week.